On today's Daily Strike, the Lightning score early and beat the Blues 4-1 as they hit the Christmas break on a 2-game win streak. This is the latest news and notes on the Tampa Bay Lightning for Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick. The Lightning hosted the St. Louis Blues on Monday night to wrap up their 4-game homestand, and they got the scoring started early.
Turns to Gergensen's right circle, right point Raddysh. He does hold it in, nicely done. Takes a right point shot. Score!
Deflected.
Tipped in front! Pontus Holmberg! He redirected that pass, Jordan Binnington. So tonight it's the Lightning who score early on the opening shift. 21 seconds in, it's 1-0 Tampa Bay.
For Holmberg, it's his 4th of the season. Then about 9 minutes later, the Bolts were on the power play.
In front point. A shot deflected wide right. Penalty almost up. Kucherov right circle. Center point Raddysh. Shoot, score! The Lightning kept at it! Raddysh gets the goal, his 8th of the year. It's 2-0 Lightning.
That would be the score heading to the second period. Then at 6:43 into the period, the Blues would score to make it 2-1. But 78 seconds later,
Cirelli centers it, looking for Holmberg. That's knocked away by Mayu. Couldn't clear. Held in Raddysh. Center point shot. Score!
Bounced in.
Tipped in the high slot, I think, by Cirelli. That bounced in. The Lightning answer the St. Louis goal, and they make it 3-1. That is the 100th career point for Darren Raddysh. Congratulations to him.
For Cirelli, it's his 10th of the year, and it was 3-1 after 2 periods. In the third, the Bolts were on the power play again.
Left circle Bjorkstrand open. Doesn't shoot. Center point Raddysh. Right circle to Kucherov. Right corner Gensel. Left circle Bjorkstrand. Score! Bjorkstrand! Well, that time they zipped it around, and Bjorkstrand hammered that one-timer past Binnington, a power play goal, and the Lightning make it 4-1.
It's Bjorkstrand's 6th of the season, and 4-1 would be the final score. Head coach John Cooper.
It's funny how this year's gone. We were in a rut for those first 7, went on a really, really nice run, and then actually continued to play pretty darn good hockey and just was not rewarded on the scoreboard or, like in the final result of games. So that was kind of tough. I just felt like we needed to be rewarded here before the break. And you think about it, 5 periods ago, we're down 3-0 to Carolina. And 5 periods later, we've got 4 more points than we had 48 hours ago. So that was big for us.
Jake Gensel on the momentum from Saturday's comeback.
Yeah, we had to build on the last 2 periods of last game. I think that was the mindset coming in, and nothing really to save it for when you get 4 days off. So that was a big talking point, and thought we did that.
Darren Raddysh reached 100 points in 206 games. That is the fastest among Lightning defensemen to score their first 100 career points with the Bolts. It was also Darren's 5th career 3-point game. He talked about winning at home.
When you're at home, you want to be hard to play against. You want to get as many points as possible, and we were 2-2, and probably wanted maybe three or 4 wins here, but to finish on a good note, it means a lot.
Oliver Bjorkstrand's goal in the third gave him 400 career points.
Yeah, it's good. Like to get to 500 now, but no, it's nice getting 400, so get it out of the way.
Nikita Kucherov had 2 assists. He's now up to 45 points on the season. Andrei Vasilevskiy earned his 13th win, making 23 saves. He's now 13-7-2 on the year with a .915 save percentage and a 2.32 goals against average. Gabby Shirley and Ben Pierce have a new episode of Into the Blue presented by Penelope Bourbon out now. They discuss Saturday's comeback win, the impact of Yanni Gourde on the lineup, and their Christmas plans. You can watch the show on Facebook, X, and YouTube, or download the audio in your favorite podcast app. The Lightning are now off for the next 4 days for their Christmas break. They'll return Saturday morning when they'll fly to Sunrise, have a morning skate, and then they'll take on the Panthers that night. Puck drop is scheduled for 7 p.m. Eastern. Our radio pregame coverage begins at 6:30 on 102.5 The Bone and in the Lightning mobile app. The game will be televised on the spot, Tampa Bay Channel 66. The Lightning will return home the next night on Sunday to host the Montreal Canadiens at 5 p.m. Limited tickets remain at TampaBayLightning.com.
This day in Lightning history.
It was on this date in 2006 that the Bolts trailed the Rangers 3-0 heading to the third period. Defenseman Dan Boyle scored 3 goals in that period, including the game winner as they beat New York 4-3. It was Boyle's only career hat trick. Happy birthday to Peter Klima, who played in 189 games over 3 seasons from 1993 to 1996. He scored 63 goals. And to defenseman Brett Clark, who played in 164 games from 2010 to 2012. He scored 11 goals. With the NHL and Lightning taking a break this week, I'll be back on Saturday with the next episode of The Daily Strike. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and remember, every day is Hockey Day.